Thank you guys for tuning in to another segment of the Sit Down with Malik Wright, presented by First Star Logistics. On this segment, let's discuss the Philadelphia Eagles. Did we overrate the Philadelphia Eagles? If you remember, I said to you guys what I had heard in Philly. There was a serious concern that the coordinators that they had promoted may have been promoted prematurely, lacked the ability to adapt, lacked the ability to really put everything together, all systems go. That's the chatter that I heard in the offseason, but it kind of went under the radar when the Philadelphia Eagles started off hot. They started off strong. They didn't look overly impressive, didn't look overly dominant against many people. I would say one of the best performances they had all season was against the Miami Dolphins, and all those problems went away. Now you start to see those problems rear its ugly head. They almost lost the Buffalo Bills. They did lose to the
New York
the
Jets.
New York they did lose to New York
Yeah.
Jets, and then they lost just this past weekend to the Dallas Cowboys. And now everyone is starting to ask the question: did we overrate the Philadelphia Eagles? I would just say we believe fool's gold. We got caught up in the hype. We got caught up in the belief that the Philadelphia Eagles were going to magically waltz right back into the playoffs, win the division, be back in the Super Bowl, and that would be that. To me, the juggernaut in the NFC is still the San Francisco 49ers. They are still the team to beat until someone's able to crack that code. That is still going to be, hanging over some of these teams, especially in the NFC East head, like the Dallas Cowboys, like the Philadelphia Eagles. I still think Jalen Hurts is a fine quarterback. I do, and I haven't said this before, I do wonder, did he reach his ceiling last year? And I've said that before. Did he reach his ceiling last year? I think that's a very, very real thing. We know he's been dealing with injuries. We know he's even been dealing with injuries this year. But you got to ask yourself, did they reach their ceiling last year with Shane Steichen as the offensive coordinator with this Philadelphia Eagles team? I'm of the belief that they did. That's not to say that they still can't win with this team. I just think that this team has some serious flaws, like running the football consistently. And I think sometimes this offense is too reliant on Jalen Hurts to be Superman. Danny, what are your thoughts?
And when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, this is the hard conversation because we were telling people, hey, they are an undefeated football team, but that does not mean everything, right? We looked at the Steelers before a couple years ago. They are undefeated. That doesn't mean you're an unstoppable team. My issues with this team, I think, can be corrected, but number one is their secondary. Their secondary is a huge issue. It's getting torched week after week. And number two, it's just your offensive scheme. Like, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. And I look at these other teams like the 49ers. Hell, like the Kansas City Chiefs are going through their issues, but you've got Devontae Smith, you have AJ Brown. The Eagles can still win, but I truly believe that they need to fix something, and they're going to win a Super Bowl if they can have a dominant pass rush and Jalen Hurts can win at the end of games. So
I agree. I think the Philadelphia Eagles have all the talent in the world. I just think that, again, I think they'll probably be better next year than they are this year because I do think the coordinators will be more adjusted to, being coordinators in the National Football League at the highest level for a team that is potentially trying to contend for a Super Bowl trophy. But let us know down in the comment section. Are you guys a believer in the Philadelphia Eagles? Do you guys think the Philadelphia Eagles were overrated, or do you think that they're just going through a rough patch? Can't wait to hear what you guys got to think. If you like more video content like this, give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss when we go live or upload content from the First Star Logistics studio.